Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Today, we'll see a team that can get it done on the ground. The Bears are top 10 in rushing TDs, and they'll go up against the Packers defense that needs to be ready for that.
Larry, we thank you. Well, the Windy City has been brought to its knees by this recent snowstorm, but we are still playing football at... Here we go. The final week of the NFL season, Week 17, is underway. This will be taken about the 12. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. And a glance at the tall signal caller, standing 6'6". The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, that run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Encroachment defense.
So step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. Partner, your thoughts on this D-line?
I love a unit that can control the run and get after the passer. This is an all-around terrific defensive front. Hard to move the ball against them on the ground, and then when you want to throw it, look out. Here they come after the quarterback.
And this defense looks for one more stop here on 3rd after the run. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
That play almost seemed like a baseball play. See ball, hit ball. But in this case, see guy with ball, tackle guy with ball.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. It'll be just an 18-yard punt, and the Bears take over. Time for our first check of the NFL scoreboard. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. The numbers for him from a week ago. And Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Throwing on first down. Townsend, quick hitter here, it's complete. How did he stay on his feet? A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. Now a play fake here on first down. Dances by him. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. How about that? Their quarterback scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Bears have taken the early lead.
As more and more up-tempo football creeps into the NFL game, some coaches don't think time of possession matters anymore. I believe we found one of them.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Now come the Packers for their next drive as we take a look at the playoff race in the NFC coming into the weekend. And partner, let me make a quick pivot here. Season winding down. They're number 32 in offense this year. The last in the league. Where do they go?
Anywhere and everywhere, but they have to do it with a plan. And I think about Atlanta a bunch of years ago. They decided they wanted to get what they thought was going to be a franchise quarterback, and indeed he is, Matt Ryan. But they had to supplement it. They went free agency, got a running back, came back and traded back into the first round in the same draft to get a left tackle to protect him. Really supplemented that pick, complemented that pick, and went to the playoffs the very next year.
Well, maybe they can use that and carbon copy it.
Let's go! Green, 39!
They're going to look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A good pick up there of 20 yards. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
Now back to throw. And that'll be incomplete. First down marker at the 31. It's third down.
Here we go now. Blue 90.
Looking to throw. And the grab by Croft. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. So the offense has it first and 10. They'll set up a throw. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
Well, we keep stats on everything, don't we? This is one that you don't want to have. That's his second drop right here in the first quarter.
I was going to say, only in the first quarter. Certainly a ship that he wants to right quickly. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
It's really come into vogue to talk about the different gaps that a defense tries to attack in an offensive line. And most of the time we're talking about blitzes. How many times have you heard double A-gap blitz? Well, where is the A-gap? It's the space between the center and the guards, either side. So when you're having a double A-gap blitz, that's two guys coming through that gap. In this situation, though, that A-gap wasn't open for the defense to exploit. The offensive line took care of it, protected it, and moved the defensive guys out of the way to allow for that nice run.
Kenny Galladay, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. Second down following the incompletion. Back to throw here. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Let's go. Green 39.
They go back to the ground with Johnson. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Duke Johnson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers have drawn even here with the extra point to come. Now, they went draw play there on 3rd down around the goal line. Something you normally like to see, Charles?
Oftentimes, people are prepared for a pass in this situation, so the draw is a good call, but it's better when you usually have a lead blocker. If you don't have a fullback, you can use your H-back to pull in front. Sometimes you pull a guard to get out in front. Maybe it's your tight end, but they find a way to create a little bit of extra space. A bit of a surprise down near the goal line, but it was effective in this situation.
Cat and 0 out now as he'll kick this one away. Short boot, take it at the 21. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The Bears offense making their way out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the NFC. And they have secured that spot in the playoffs, clinching the NFC North division, in fact. So for the moment, they'd be hosting a wild card game in round one.
And that's cause for celebration because anytime you're in the playoffs, you're happy. But the idea that you're in the playoffs and you're hosting the first game you have to play, that's a big-time lift for that team and for the organization because everything's familiar. You're at home. Your routine stays the same. You don't have to go on the road and change things up.
Get a win, get some momentum, see what happens in round two.
And we've seen it happen before. A wild card victor in the first round, they often propel themselves towards the Super Bowl.
Looking to throw on second down. Townsend. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Montrevious Adams in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback because he had no chance to block him.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on third down.
All right, here we go.
Operating from the gun. Townsend. And this is going to be incomplete. So on fourth down, here's Brad Nortman on to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. And now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And looked like some movement there. Let's get the call.
Offense.
And that'll set them back 5. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 43 yards.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
So here we go, first and 10 now. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Jordan Willis able to run him down for a loss of a yard. I know some of the talk after last week's loss was the O-line struggles. They gave up 4 sacks. He got hit here and taken down again, so that's something to monitor.
It is something to monitor, but they've got to help their offensive line out. Maybe a little bit different play calling, right? Draws, screens, get the ball out of the quarterback's hands quicker, maybe some quick game passes. All of that to try and help slow down the pass rush and make things easier on their offensive line.
The Packers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. They'll look to throw here. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? R-A-C?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Catanzaro now for the extra point. Boy, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it ends with a Packers touchdown. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. This will be taken short. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are you going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
And brought down, but the juke, the very nice juke, gives him the first down yardage there. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
All right, here we go.
On 1st and 10, Townsend. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
They begin the drive with Johnson. Room here to run. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
So that one will be accepted. So 1 quarter in the books on a cold December afternoon. It's the Packers on top early. And we're back to Soldier Field after this.
The NFL on EA Sports is fueled by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Packers in possession of the football. They take over 1st and 10 following the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. A first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
And they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. He'll drop to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete. Here's Brett Kern now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. Well, not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And out will come the offense as they take over. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. He's doing his job, but the bottom line, they're losing. They've got a deficit to make up here, and he knows it.
And quarterbacks who last in this league learn that lesson really early. You may have had a great stat line and felt pretty good about how you played, but if your team didn't win, it almost doesn't matter. And right now he's adopted that attitude. How do I get better? How does my team get better? How do we find a way to win the game?
Now he's hoping to lead his team to a successful drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Here we go now. 3-19. Hot 3-19.
Back to throw. Townsend. And some room to roam now. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Packers pick it up. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Playing in snow brings so many other factors into the game. It's not just trying to take care of the ball, and we just saw there that that's difficult to do, but just trying to keep your feet and carry out your assignments and make sure you're comfortable while you're out there playing. Are you warm enough in your clothing? A million things going on, but the biggest one, hold on to the ball.
Now the Packers get set to go. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
5 yards on the catch there brings up 2nd down.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he fires one incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
No matter what defense is called versus a running play, linebackers are telling the defensive guys up front, you take care of the offensive line, keep us uncovered, let us run to the ball, we'll make big plays. Well, that paid off there. All the guys up front, the big fellas, they controlled the 5 offensive linemen. That allowed the linebackers to see the openings, sprint through the gap, and snuff that play out in a hurry.
Here we go. Green, 39.
On play action, they'll throw. Hard throw, incomplete.
There's so much precision in an offense, especially when you're throwing the ball. And in an out route, plenty of it. How about the quarterback hitting his back foot, ball's out of his hands, receiver making his break, making his cut. He's got to time up perfectly. Not always easy to do.
Just let him a little too much.
Yeah, I remember back in the good old days, I was talking to a quarterback, and he said everything they did was on the count system. So when he took a snap, he counted in his head for certain routes, different time frames for each one, and he knew if the ball wasn't out of his hand at that point, he'd better eat it because the play was dead.
Now a handoff looking right. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down, Townsend. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Townsend. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. The Bears on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Back here we go.
And they give this time to the tailback. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
I know it's the first half, but it's still hard to curb the enthusiasm for that stop. 3rd and 1, and the offense can't get there. The defensive team has got to feel very good about themselves. Great job out leveraging the offense.
Nortman on to kick as he sends it away. And this will be blown dead right around the 25-yard line. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of it. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. Throwing middle, and it's complete. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Back to throw now on first down. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
He's just not at his focus in this game. It's not one drop. It's not 2. That's 3 for this contest.
Yeah, uncharacteristic for any NFL receiver, and he's no exception.
No, check, Patriot!
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And this one's incomplete. The Packers on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. They'll set up to throw. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete. Here's Brett Kern now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Oh, the Bears break through, and they block it. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago.
As you well know, every block punt wasn't necessarily a called block. Sometimes the guy just finds his way back there. Doesn't matter. The play happens, and that one turned into 6 points because they handled it so well after the block.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken very short. And they will start out in great shape, up very close to midfield.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Packers offense now. They get ready to head back onto the field. They'll come out throwing here on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So the incomplete pass brings up second down. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on 2nd down. They hit him with a draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
Well, you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on 2nd and long, when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are on the field and they're only thinking one thing, get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass him with a running play.
A minute 57 to go in this first half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break. A reminder coming up at halftime while the two of us head for warmer areas of the press box. Yes. We'll be sending you to Orlando where Larry Ridley will have highlights and analysis of this first half.
Send me to Orlando, please.
Don't be so soft. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. The Bears on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out.
False start, offense.
So that'll back them up 5. The Bears on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, Townsend finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw. Townsend. Second down now after the incompletion. And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out.
False start, offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. To throw on 2nd down. Townsend throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be 3rd down. Back to throw. Townsend, and some room to work. And avoids the contact by sliding. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. Here's Brad Nordman now as he's on to punt for Chicago. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That's pulled in at the 32. That'll go in the books as just a 16-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And he's had his chances in this game. He just hasn't been able to find any daylight so far.
Patience, patience, patience. And that's the hard part for a runner because they expect every run to be a big one for something to pop. So they have to sometimes go through the struggles before it happens for them later in the game. But you got to give credit to the rest of the team. They've worked around the fact that he hasn't had his normal big game.
Yeah, despite his struggles, still winning here in the second quarter. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Back to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Oh, free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
And with a 3rd and 14, we have 6 defensive backs out there now defensively.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
And that is incomplete. Here's Brett Kern now. Remember, though, he did have one blocked earlier. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. A final shot before break. Townsend. And this one is incomplete. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17, as we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to our EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. The Bears trail at home at halftime. The Packers have come in and looked good as the road team, and will just keep trying to play hard and maintain the lead going forward. All right, here we go. Let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. Bears taking control early in the first. He'll take this one off the right edge, and a quick 3-play drive ends with a score. As they jump out in front, 6-0. Midway through the first quarter, Johnson's going to look for a gap, and they cap off this drive with a touchdown. Packers go up by 1. 4th and long. Ayers got the catch here, and this 4-play drive goes for a touchdown. Packers go up by 8.
All right, LR, thank you, my man. Still anyone's contest, just a 2-point game as we get set for the second half. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. 3 yards to go here on second down. Looking to throw. Townsend. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They run the counter now on first down. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Now a handoff here to his running back. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. The Bears on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is third down and 12.
Let's go. Green 39.
Back to throw. Townsend. Shifts by him. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll be fourth down. Here's Brad Nordman now as he's on to punt for Chicago. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
And that run there does nothing but juice up the guys who are moving the football. I mean, if you're an offensive lineman, people running it, actually the guy calling plays, you're almost jumping up and down in jubilation, aren't you?
And now you've got options on second down.
And big-time options. You might want to think about play action and try and get something cheap right here over the top.
And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
And right now I take my rudimentary kindergarten skills and draw where the tackle box would be, because that was close. I thought he was in the tackle box. He has to be very careful where he gets rid of the football from that spot.
Yeah, they say there was a receiver in the area, though.
Yeah. There's always a receiver in the area.
On third down, Johnson. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on third down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. For the sack. Jordan Willis in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
And that's the second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20.
The Bears have put an extra defender in the secondary on 3rd down.
Yep, they're in the nickel. A first carry for Elijah McGuire. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. Here's Brett Kern now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. And the return man will shuffle through the white stuff, secure the fair catch with both hands. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. Onto the field now come the Bears. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Looking to throw. Townsend is going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. They go play action here on 1st down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Kendall Wright, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down. So incomplete on 1st. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. Throwing again. Townsend. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. He didn't get rid of the football there, took the sack, although that's easier said than done. He can't just chuck the thing sideways into the seats.
No, he really can't, because you're not afforded total protection as a quarterback. You have to get outside of the tackle boxes as defined by the NFL, meaning wherever your tackles are.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Packers pick it up. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Johnson, and he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Second down following the run. Again, it's Johnson. And he powers his way up past the 30. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. 2 yards to go here on 3rd down. Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. 3 yards there. Good enough to keep the drive moving.
So right after the defense gets you the ball on a takeaway and a fumble recovery of their own, you've got to reward them, don't you? You've got to stay out on the field, give them a chance to rest, and how about doing it the way they did it, running the football and picking it up on 3rd down.
Yeah, would not have wanted to go 3 and out. They avoid that right there.
Yeah, they avoided the glares as they went back to the bench, didn't they?
So they pick up the 1st down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Now a handoff, Johnson. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized. Executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here?
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Able to corral him right at the midfield stripe following the busted contact. They're still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their #1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that. And that really chips away at your confidence.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they get 10 yards there and convert on 3rd. On 1st down, Townsend. And that is incomplete here. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10.
Let's go. Green 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Flash the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4.
Let's go. Green 39.
On third down, Townsend. A little juke. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. Here's Brad Nordman now, standing right around the midfield stripe. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Now come the Packers for their next drive as we take a look at the playoff race in the NFC coming into the weekend. Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes a better punter may actually determine the outcome.
On the toss, here's Johnson. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. So the solid run on first, and I would imagine no real hurry to run that second down play.
No, it's all in your quarterback now. He's going to keep an eye on the play clock and bleed things down, and he's not going to let the ball be snapped until it's inside 3 seconds left on the play clock. Unless, of course, you're playing a video game, you're trying to run it up on your friend.
Nice touch. Cold-blooded, too. And the offense looks to pick up the first here on third after that incompletion.
Let's go.
Here's a 20th carry for Johnson. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. He got 29 yards that time. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Here we go.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. The 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. And a big turning point here in the second half, Charles, after that play.
All you're trying to do is change momentum, flip things around for your team. You're just trying to take the ball away. How about when you take it away and score? That really changes things.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And now it's blocked, but he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
Oftentimes when you give up a touchdown, it's really a deflation for your entire unit. And the special teams crew, when they run out there, they still feel it. And maybe they don't go after it so much. Instead, they gave great effort there, blocked the extra point, and really gave them a lift after giving up the score.
Yeah, gave up the touchdown, lost the lead, but a nice job to get in there and block it. And they will start out in great shape up very close to midfield.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here.
Let's go.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Jordan Willis in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long.
Set. Green 39.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He gets it left side to Johnson. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's caught. Jones. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. And give him 17 yards that time, as that'll move the chains. 1st down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Here we go. 3-19.
They'll drop the throw. Dumping it off for Johnson. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. A really good pickup of 28 yards. He's having a nice game through the air. His decision-making's been really good. Solid there again. Just seeing nothing downfield, goes underneath. Nice game.
How about the patience? Because when you're having a big game through the air, you're looking for those chunk plays, those big ones downfield. Instead, as you noted, takes the check down, dumps it off, gains good yardage anyway. Really well executed.
Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving.
False start, offense.
Offense needs something here on 2nd down. It is 2nd and long. They'll run with McGuire. And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. Third and 11. And some extra depth to the secondary here. They're in the dime. Now back to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And Catanzaro's kick is right through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. All right, so this one's now back within a field goal. And if anybody tells you they see how this one's going to end, I'd have to say they're probably lying, Charles.
And this game's had more twists and turns than a good mystery novel. And I have a feeling we've got a few more twists and turns in store for us before they shake hands here.
Now after the made field goal, Catanzaro to boot this one away on the kickoff. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And we have seen a decline in the numbers. Where does the fault lie? Just him? Maybe the guys up front? Combination?
Well, as you and I both know, it's almost always a collective deal. But in this case, I think maybe the offensive line got a little overconfident. They had blocked so well in the first half, picked up on what the defense was doing. I think we've seen an adjustment now that they have not picked up on, and now they're being a little bit overwhelmed.
His throw incomplete.
We do see this a lot from rookie quarterbacks, don't we? They kind of lock in on their intended target. A lot of times they establish that buddy, that guy they depend on, and boy, defenses zero in on it, don't they?
A little bit too telegraphed that time, and that's why it's knocked away. Second down here after the incomplete pass.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver. Detroit!
To throw again. Townsend. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. The Bears on third down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 10. Off play action. Townsend. He's going to air one out. So they took a shot there on third down. Couldn't get it. Now it's 4th. Here's Brad Nordman now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And this one's going to be touchdown right at about the 35-yard line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Packers have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
I know we often laugh and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
Let's go! Blue landing! Blue landing!
They'll try and run for it with Johnson. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line.
You know, sometimes the guy on the defensive side of the ball, he just has a good feeling or a good read, and he unleashed his defense on that one. Boy, they stopped him in a big one.
Yeah, I hate to be cliche, but sometimes we overanalyze. They just have more want. Looked like they had more want right there.
More want and more people to the ball.
Captain Zero out now as he'll kick this one away. Short boot, take it at the 21. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Throwing on first down. Townsend. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It'll be a gain of 4. And it'll make it a 2nd down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Townsend. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Fresh set of downs here. play fake here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
To throw on second down. Townsend looking middle, and it's incomplete. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Let's go! Green 39! Green 39!
Operating from the gun. Townsend. And this is going to be incomplete. Here's Brad Nordman now as he's on to punt for Chicago. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. They'll look to throw now on first down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I know we can't do a mind meld and really know exactly what he was thinking, but I didn't see an open receiver there. Maybe, possibly, he did that on purpose and just overthrew him.
Yeah, coverage was good, so maybe indeed that was another way to throw it away, if you will. To throw now on 2nd and 10. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Getting late here in the 4th, and if this team has any chance to win this football game, their defense obviously needs a stop here. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he whips that one incomplete there. Duke Johnson, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down. And at this stage of the game, time a factor, time on their side as they just try to eke out the final precious moments of this one.
Let's go! 319! 319!
They'll run it now out of the gun. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Like any team, they would have loved to have had more yards on that run, but it looks like they just want to get to the 2-minute warning and see what they want to do after that.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead.
Here we go now! 319! 319!
On the carry, this is McGuire. And he'll get it down here to the 43. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Bears take over. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
And his pass incomplete. Couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. They'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. A 3-yard gain and enough for the first down. First down now, but the clock continues to move. He's back to throw. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. He'll look to throw. Pass incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Let's go! Green 39!
Back to throw. And that's complete to Walford. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. It's caught here by Adams. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. It may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
And the offense still has a couple plays to go to pick up the first on second down and 3. Back to throw. Brought in by Walford, right side. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. He got 29 yards that time. First down now, but the clock continues to move. And the spike comes now with just under 40 ticks left. So second and 10 here.
Let's go! Green 39! Green 39!
Back to throw. Townsend. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Looking to throw. Townsend. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. So this defense, they looked a little shaky to start the drive, but bottom line, they're a play away from finishing it off.
They rocked them a little bit on this drive, didn't they? But as you and I both know, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. They have a chance to end it right here.
False start, offense.
So pin that one on the rookie right tackle.
Remember those days when the right side was simply the run-blocking side? Now you're dealing with some of the better pass rushers in the league. It'll make you a little jittery.
Here we go! Green 39! Green 39!
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. Well, you feel the excitement build on those fourth down plays. Defense has to stay out there, but for the offense, when that thing doesn't work out, such disappointment.
It can absolutely be a deflator, but how about the defensive guys? If they stop you on fourth down, they are absolutely elevated going to their bench.
They're elevated now. Big stop on fourth down. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. They will take the knee here, and they will finish this regular season with a victory. Well, partner, there's something special about a game in the snow. Just always fun in these elements, although a little chillier up here in the open-air booth. The only thing that's not fun is that we got the mid-game notification that our flight was canceled tonight, but we'll deal with that later. It was really a fun game to watch, though.
It was, and there is something special about games played in the snow because the element of surprise really kicks in. You don't know how they're going to handle the ball, if someone's going to make a dramatic play just out of nowhere, and all of a sudden it just changes the course of things. But a big shout out to our crew to make sure that we were comfortable up here, as comfortable as one could be. In these elements, they took care of us and made sure we were dressed properly.
So for the Packers, the win won't get them to 500, but they will finish on a high note at 7-9. And by just about all accounts, not the type of year they were hoping to have. Meanwhile, for the Bears, we'll have to see what happens as they're going to finish the year 10-6. And as division champs, they will host a playoff game next week in the wild card round. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long from Soldier Field.